Welcome back to the show. God, it's been a lovely couple of months in London with temperatures over 30 degrees. How have you been spending the summer? Has it been good where you are? Where are you? Let me know in the comments. Welcome back to the show. I'm Alskitchen, and today we're going to be following on from a curry I did a few months ago, which was a BIR style Dragonfire curry. That's right, it's for you hotheads out there, the guys and girls that like a Madras, Vindaloo or fowl. It's going to be a spicy number, but this curry today is going to be a new improved 30-minute Dragonfire X. Why is it X? Because it's changed a little hotter, but some other spices like cloves, garam masala, and we've got star anise and some black cardamom for that lovely smoky flavour. I'm drinking a nice Stella off the Perfect Draft. Go and get your beers, drop the shoulders, and we're going to start cooking imminently. I'm not going to waffle on too much, but I hope you saw my last video where I did the supermarket taste test, checking out all the tikka masalas, and yes, I got drenched, soaked under an ice bucket challenge that Big John loved to do. In actual fact, he wanted to do it today. I says, no John, I'm not getting wet for anyone today. Anyway, today, let's check out the ingredients here. Let's go over them real quick. So I've got some Bassar mixed powder, or you can just use your mild Madras powder, some salt, some sugar, some tandoori masala, hot chili powder, black cardamom pods. In here we've got some lovely cloves, 6 of those, and a star anise. Got 2 fresh tomatoes, a splash of Worcestershire sauce, some cassia bark or some cinnamon bark. I've got some tomato puree here mixed with water. And if you can, try and get yourself some curry leaves. If not, don't worry about it. Here we've got some Mr. Naga for that lovely fiery flavour. Again, you might need to get Mr. Naga online, or you can use Mr. Vicky's, my own Owls King Naga. For the chicken, I'm using a kilo of mini fillets. They cook really quick and they're really tender. And we've got some fresh coriander here. For the health conscious, I'm going to be using olive oil in this curry because we're not using any really high heat, so we won't degrade the oil and damage it. So it's nice and healthy for you, high in omega-3, anti-inflammatory, you know the score. Now, if you can, use 2 tablespoons of fresh garlic and ginger paste. Just blend up some garlic and ginger paste and take out 2 tablespoons. If not, you can use the frozen blocks like I'm using here. Really convenient, almost as good, not quite, but really convenient. Now for the base, we're going to be using 500 grams of boiled onions. Remember, 30-minute series, you boil the onions and then you blend them. And then you're left with this already nice, silky, less harsh onion base because we've boiled it for 10 to 15 minutes. But we've also kept the water. So we've got all the flavour of the onion in the onion water. Let's get cracking. Right, so let's go in straight with the oil. Right, let's go in with all the woody spices. So let's flavour that oil with the black cardamom, the cloves and the star anise, the cinnamon bark and the curry leaves. Now, they're already sizzling there, and we're going to flavour this oil so that the next stage when we add our ginger, garlic and our onions, all of the flavours of these whole spices will go into your onion base. There we go. So we flavoured that oil. So now we want to go in with the garlic and ginger and all of the onion. And we're going to cook this down for 10 minutes. But you know, if you want to cook it for more, do that. You'll only develop the onions and make a nicer flavour. So I'm going to cook this down for around 10 minutes and I'll see you then. Okay, so that's the first 10 minutes up, and let's check our onions. So they've been nicely sweetened. Now what I want you to do now, turn the flame down, because now we're going to make our curry paste. So all we need to do that is add literally all of the powdered spices. So in goes the mixed powder or curry powder, the garam masala, the chili powder, and just mix that in and make a paste with it. There we go. Now we're going to add tomato puree mix. Mix that through. Going to add 2 tablespoons of your Mr. Naga. Now, Mr. Naga is synonymous in Indian restaurants. When you order a lot of the hot curries now, they will be using Mr. Naga in their garlic chili chicken, anything that requires that extra level of spice. And it's also got a really I'd say an authentic flavour. Like, you just can't replicate the flavour of Mr. Naga with spices, etc. Really good. I've got my own alskitchen Naga. You can buy that. I'll leave the link in the description box below. But if you like your spicy curries, putting in a Naga paste can really take your curries to the next level. So mix that into the paste. And again, if you want it even hotter than that, you can add some more Mr. Naga. In goes the onion water. The chicken will go in last because we're using breast fillets. If you're using thigh would go in at this stage because they take longer to cook. Okay, so now we're going to cook that for 10 minutes and I'll show you what to do in the final segment. Cheers. Who's that? What the hell are you doing here? Smell curry, do you?
Oh yeah.
He's here for the taste test because, you know, I'm not big on the hot curries, but I will have a taste. So we've completed 20 minutes and our gravy, our sauce is nicely cooked. There you go. Look how nice and thick and sumptuous that gravy is. Because now we need to add the chicken. So in goes the chicken. Put that in there, and all we need to do is cook this for another 10 minutes. And these chicken fillets will be cooked to perfection. And then your curry's nearly done. You'll eat it, and then you'll have a nice sore bum. Dragonfire X, guys. Nearly ready. See you in 10. Right, so we've got 2 minutes left and the curry's nearly done. Let's check it out. There we go, nicely cooked. All we've got left to do now is add in the salt and the sugar. And we want a dash of the Worcester sauce. And for the last few minutes, we're just going to add the tomatoes, just like you get in the restaurants. And to garnish with a nice handful of freshly chopped coriander. How easy was that? Is this a curry you'd make at home? I implore you to do it. But if this isn't a curry for you, go check out my 30-minute playlist where I pretty much list every Indian restaurant curry there is to make on an Indian restaurant menu, both individual portions, BIR, and 30-minute series, one pots, just like this. So Madras, Boona, tikka masala, jalfrezi, garlic chili chicken, they're all there. Go and check them out. So that's all cooked, and now it's time to play it all up. There we go, one Dragonfire X. So John's waiting in the wings. We're going to do the taste test. Come on, John, let's do this.
Wow. I've been looking forward to this one.
Here we go, dinner for two. Come on then, take a spoon. So this is the 30-minute version of the one I did, but tweaked it a little bit.
Right, wow.
Did you have the Dragonfire last time?
Yeah.
That's lovely. See how tender the chicken is when using mini fillets? Beautiful, isn't it? Not going to get much out of John.
Oh, it's lovely, though. I took too big a bit of chicken.
Now that is just really nice.
Yeah.
And what I would say is if you want it even more concentrated, just reduce it down so the sauce thickens up, then you'll get more intensity. Actually, this is lovely. I'm going to have this for dinner tonight. So no ice bucket challenge for me today then.
It's a shame, isn't it? I was looking forward to that.
We'll do it next time. Anyway,
Right.
hope you've enjoyed the video. Please like and subscribe to the channel and turn on the notifications bell so you know when I release a video next time you don't miss it. I'm getting reports people think I've retired. I ain't retired. Not yet. You ain't getting rid of me that quick. Love you all and I'll see you soon. You got the hiccups already? Bloody hell.
It don't take long.